But take some good things from it, learn from it, come back home, circle back to the drawing board, and have a nice little homestand. Hopefully enjoy Christmas and get back in the winning column.
All right, so you had the 3 falling tonight, matched your season high from the opener with 7. Is there anything you notice different when you get into a rhythm like that?
No, my teammates did a great job of finding me. We got some more screens, some good looks. Got to the paint, made some easy ones. Once I got a rhythm early, it was good to. It was easier, to get a rhythm once you get a little feel for it early on. But I think overall, we did a good job of figuring it out after we were down pretty big and making an easy play and finding each other and making some easy looks. We obviously missed some easy looks and gave up some ones that we shouldn't have given up, but we know we have to do better in order to beat a team like that.
Coach Vogel mentioned that AD came to him and said he wanted to stay in the court for the fourth quarter. I think he ended up playing the entire second half. What did you see from him, and how can that kind of keep your guys' train moving forward?
Obviously, he's still not 100%. We know that. He's still trying to heal, but also taking the game off. It took him a little while to get his rhythm. But he figured it out. He figured out where he can, get his looks and get to the free throw line. And next game, I know he, LeBron, and everybody else will be better and know where to pick their spots and know what's open and make an easy play and not turn it over.
More to come on Access. 'Tis the season to be with your family, and the Antetokounmpo brothers did that in Milwaukee. We're back with more post-game reaction after the break. Lexus. Greek Freak hit 5 threes. That's a career high. The Bucks made 16 of 39. They out-rebounded the Lakers. They also turned the ball over less. And the big one that jumps off the page is the bench points. 34-4. That means one thing. Bucks win. 111-104. KCP scored 18 points. He averaged nearly 14 per game on the road trip. He's now speaking with Mike.
Kentavious, what do you think was the turning point there, that second quarter, when Milwaukee kind of got away from you before you had found a way to battle back in the second half?
I feel like we tried to focus so much on Giannis, and we was blowing a lot of coverage, and they was knocking down open shots. I mean, I don't really think they barely missed that second quarter, which opened the door for them.
Frank talks about how your guys on the wing, it's your job to kind of tag cutters and get in there and then still recover to your man. How difficult can that be with teams that have spacing like that, and how do you keep from letting your guy stay open to shoot a 3?
It's kind of hard, we got to be able to contain our man, cuts, drives, and also we got to, like you said, be able to get out and contest. But that's a hard, once you got to contain the man and drive and then get out and contest. So I mean, it's just a hard thing to do. But we try to give it a great effort and go out there and just execute our game plan.
What kind of comfort level do you think you've been having playing alongside that starting lineup now, and especially LeBron and Anthony as you go game to game?
I mean, it's been good. I'm just finding my open spots, playing off them as well as I can. When they got the ball and everybody's got their head, their eyes on them, just try to cut, get an easy basket. And just try to just play the game when they both is in the game.
Lakers drop a tough one in the final game of the road trip, 111-104. The final score in Milwaukee. We're back with more after the break.
Milwaukee scored 40-plus. You held them down pretty much in the other 3. What did you think the difference was there, and how did that affect the game?
We let them get to the three-point line a lot. They made a lot of threes in that second quarter. We had some really good deflections, but we couldn't come up with the loose ball, and they was able to capitalize off of that. So, you take away the second quarter, we played an exceptional game, especially being at the end of a road trip. But it's a really good team, well coached. They play exceptional basketball. And, that second quarter, pretty much got us.
What did you see from AD in that second half? I don't think he went to the bench, and you guys were kind of riding him there.
Playing on the ankle that he's playing on, just a gutsy performance. Able to get to the free throw line, 17 times, just putting pressure on their defense. Just doing what AD does, and the fact that he played the whole 24 minutes in the second half, was big time for not only himself but for our team.
AD was saying for a couple days that he really wanted to play in this game. What did you see sort of behind the scenes in his preparation, the treatment that he took to get to where he could play tonight?
He's just taking care of himself and just trying to give himself an opportunity to play.
you guys go to late December before getting consecutive losses. Frank said, okay, whatever, maybe we can go the rest of the year without having that happen again. What does it say about this group to be able to put like a goal in front of it and then, really stay engaged?
Yeah, I mean, you want to start, you got to make good goals along the process and along the way, along the marathon and for us to play, exceptional basketball, for, majority of this part of the season. Just a commitment of focus, commitment of, what we're trying to do to continue to get better and just being, laser sharp, for the majority of the process so far. So, we want to try to continue that.
What makes them so tough on your offense?
On our offense, I thought, to be honest, actually, I thought we were really good offensively. We did have some careless turnovers in that second quarter, which resulted in a lot of possessions for them. But once we kind of calmed down and after that first quarter, we played exceptional basketball offensively. We got some great shots from the outside. We got some great interior, possessions. Their length is really good, obviously, with Giannis and both Lopez's. George Hill creates that. DiVincenzo, Wes Matthews, and Middleton, those guys are all, pretty good defensively. But I thought offensively, when we kind of got into the thick of their defense, we was able to spray out for a lot of three-point shots that we had that, wasn't going early, but was going, after the first quarter.
LeBron, a career high 5 threes for Giannis. When he's hitting those shots, how tough is he to defend like that?
You know what that mean? There it is.
You guys get to go home finally after this 12 out of 15 stretch. Thankfully. But you got Denver and the Clippers coming up.
I got home coming up. I cannot wait to get home to my kids and my wife and my family. We worry about Sunday when Sunday get here, but I feel like we've been on the road all year, to be honest. So I'm giving myself an opportunity to decompress, please. What's tomorrow? Friday. I'm going to give myself a chance to decompress and not think about basketball. That's a lie. But I will not step foot in a gym tomorrow, for sure. My son does not play. Okay, that's good. Oh, no, that's bad because my alma mater plays in L.A. tomorrow. But mentally, I'll try to get away from the game as much as I can. And once Saturday evening starts to roll around, I will lock back in on Denver on Sunday. But I think we all need a little break from it.
What did you learn about this team during this road trip?
Nothing really. I know what this team is all about. We're as close as you guys see us on the floor. We're probably closer off the floor. And we continue to build chemistry. We continue to build camaraderie. Pretty much every time anyone does anything, we pretty much do it together on the road. We just kind of have that bunker mentality, that brotherhood when we hit the road, and we just look out for one another. So it's a great group of guys, and it's like I said, it's always good energy. Everyone is energy givers and not energy seekers, and that's big time for especially a marathon of a season like this.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Lakers road trip has concluded. The purple and gold are headed home for a Sunday showdown with the Denver Nuggets. Tip-off is at 6:30. We'll get you set for game time with Lake Show at 5, followed by Access Sportsnet Lakers at 5:30. Taking you right up to tip-off. That has been too many times that is we have been saying that on this road trip. Let's head back to Milwaukee. Laker head coach Frank Vogel is speaking with Mike Trudell in the media.
Hey, Frank, that second quarter seemed like the big one. They had 40-plus points. Was there anything specifically in that one where the game got away from you?
Yeah, I think we were making good plays offensively and not getting the payoff, missing finishes at the rim and inside-out passes at the three-point line. And when you're not scoring, sometimes your team can lose focus, and I felt like we did that during that stretch and let them get off on the other end.
I don't think AD sat in the second half. What did you see from him as he kind of kept getting things going for you?
Well, he had a strong finish to the third. He wanted to stay in there, and you just use your gut at that point.
Frank, just overall, these last 3 games now, heading in, the team's been on the road for a long time. What do you take out of this as you now head back to Los Angeles?
We're encouraged about who we're going to be this year. We've had eight of our first 9 games on the road in December, and we're 6-2. in those games. So, you know, it's a long trip. I feel like we've been on the road forever. We'll be happy to go back and recharge the batteries and playing some games at Staples Center.
Earlier, you didn't. When we talked to you earlier, you didn't even know if AD would play, and he was warming up. Now 36 points. What does that say about him?
A heck of a gutsy performance. Playing on a sore ankle, 36 and 10 and 5, and great defense on one of the best players in the world. He's an unbelievably great player and showed a lot of grit and toughness. By playing through a sore ankle as well as he did tonight.
You called it a measuring stick for your habits coming in. What's your early feel for how you measured up?
Well, we outscored them 58-46 in the second half. We showed resiliency when we got down, and the 19 turnovers. That's the one area. Everyone says we're really clicking on all cylinders, really on, and the chemistry's happened quickly right away. But we're still turning the ball over too much. And that definitely hurt us. In the first half when we got down. Our reads weren't always sharp. We know we got to see the second side against this team, and try to force a few too many interior passes. But it's just one of the things we got to clean up.
You guys have been able to make up for the absence of Kyle Kuzma the majority of the year, and obviously still a great record. Do you think his absence, when you look at the bench disparity tonight, was something that you felt?
Yeah, no doubt. We definitely missed Kyle tonight, and really on this whole trip, our guys have been playing, really, really well off the bench. Game after game, our bench plus minus is usually above the other teams. Tonight they struggled, you know what I mean? And, when they're struggling and the starters are playing as well as they were, in terms of Danny and Kenny, Kentavious, we ride those guys a little bit longer. So part of that's minutes. It's not all, that they didn't score or produce, but, they played less minutes tonight.
You made it past mid-December without losing consecutive games until the night. It was a goal to do it the entire year, but how do you reflect on putting that carrot out and making a run in it?
We love many goals, many challenges like that. We try to keep us engaged, keep us locked in, and